All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Harakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Coming at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. I want to start at the book of Baruch, chapter 2, jump to verse 20. It says, "For thou hast sent out thy wrath and indignation upon us, as thou hast spoken by the servants, the prophets." And that's the point that I really wanted to get in that verse, right? Of how the Lord, how his message was through men, right? He has set up men to give out the message, to appoint the things which he delighted in, and to the things that which he wanted to be done, how Israel were to conduct themselves. Okay, what he needed Israel to do, how he needed them to be, right? These things came through men. Hold on, I gotta my hat on. These things came from men, right? Now the scriptures say there's nothing new under the sun, right? Let's go get that real quick. If I didn't say it, all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Now let's get the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 9. It says, "The thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done." Salakia, "The thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun." So, for some apparent reason, people think in this time, in this day and age, that the Lord is directly going to deal with them, right? And just skip over the prophets, which are the voice of the Lord. So jumping back to the book of Baruch, another point I wanted to get in there. Jump further down. It says, let's just jump to verse 28. Here's an example. Right? Here's an example with Moses. Book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 28. It says, "As thou spakest by thy servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write thy law before the children of Israel, saying, if you will not hear my voice, surely this great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations where I will scatter them." You see, Moses was being used. He was that vessel. He was the voice that the Lord was using. Okay, to speak to what? For the Lord to speak to his people. And it's the same thing that he's doing now, right? But see, that's too hard for people to understand. People can't accept that, right? That's just too far-fetched for them, that the Lord will set up men, which he has always done, to speak, to use them to speak to you. And I just used an example with Moses, right? Let's get another one. Let's read it. Let's see if I can find it. Israel. Salakia, just quick to the spirit. It's not in this one. Maybe one in the book of Baruch 1. But this is the point, that the Lord has always, used men to speak. We are the voice of the Lord. Can't find that for the lack of time. Let's just get this one. The book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 70, it says, "As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets which have been since the world began. This is how the Lord always spoke. He spoke by his men, the holy prophets. Okay? People that were set up to what? To deal with his people, Israel. Even when we go to the book of Hosea, Hosea chapter 12, verse 10, it says, I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. Okay? So we are that voice. We are the counsel of the Lord, whom ye should be hearkening to. Right? Now you want to hearken into the person that's coming in, that's this speaking the spirit of truth. Okay, according to the Holy Scriptures, as the Scriptures say, the book of Isaiah to the 8 verse 20, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, there is no light in them. So they got to be speaking according to what the Scriptures actually say. On top of that, when you go to the book of 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 11, what does it say? Speak the oracles of the Most High. You see? You can't be pulling things out your own behind. You know? And that's what's being done, a big time within Israel and, the people without, even the people outside of the temple as well. But the point being is, the Lord, we are the voice of the Lord. Now, when you get the book of, let's go to the book of Proverbs. Real fast, the book of Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20, it says, wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit upon you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, how has the Lord called? Right? Through his counsel, the voice. Because I have called, and ye have refused, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. Right? This is what Israel, this is the history of Jake. So what Israel have always done. They have always, been in the state of rebellion. I believe there's one in Daniel. Let me see. Daniel 9. Yep, the book of Daniel chapter 9 verse 10, it says, neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our God to walk in his laws, which he set before us. By whom? By his servants, the prophets. You see? Yea, all Israel had transgressed the law, even by departing, that they might not obey the voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, in the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him. And he have confirmed his words which he had spake against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem. As it is written in the law of Moses, all evils come upon us. Yet make we not our prayer before the Lord our God, that we might turn from our iniquities and understand thy truth. Now, who was giving us the law? Through who did the Most High use? It was through Moses, right? We did not hearken. So the Lord was like, okay, so you want to rebel? Read Deuteronomy 28 chapter, right? You hearken, Deuteronomy 28. You hearken and obedient to the voice of the Lord. On down to verse 15, you blessed. Verse 15 says you don't want to hearken. You want to be don't want to be obedient to my voice. Then the curses when you read all the way down to the 68th verse. You see? But Israel was being taught the way. They just rebelled. They rebelled against the ways of the Lord. They rebelled against his voice, which was set up through his servants, the prophets. So that was just a quick hit through the Spirit. Lord will, I hope it's edifying. Until next time, I want to say shalom.